Hello, this is Anita Hernandez, and today I will be presenting you my 5E lesson. Mine is over matter and its interactions for second graders from the Oklahoma Academic Science Standards. Construct an argument with evidence that some changes caused by heating or cooling can be reversed and some just cannot. There is an assessment boundary. The students will not be expected to explain a physical or a chemical change. The big idea, students will learn that adding or removing heat to a material can be reversible. For this lesson, we're talking about reversible changes. For the next lesson, you'll be talking about irreversible changes. 3Ds, the science and engineering practice. Construct an argument with evidence to support a claim using observations and collecting data. For the disciplinary core ideas, the student will learn that sometimes changes are reversible and sometimes they are not. For the cross-cutting concepts, there's cause and effect. For the engage phase, the teacher will show the students a box of crayons, a pan, and a hair dryer. You can ask these questions 15 minutes before class. The class is dismissed, and you can use it as an exit ticket. Don't let the students share their answers with their peers. Try to make them keep their answers to themselves. This way, the student can go home and think about their answers and come back with more questions or answers to the questions. We want them to get more. We want them to get engaged. These are the questions. What can I do with these items all together? Which is talking about the box of crayons, the pan, and the hair dryer. What is heat? What is reversible? What is irreversible? And so on. This way, the students are thinking that you cannot cook crayons if you see a box of crayons and a heating pan. So they'll get more engaged. What can I do with a heating pan and a crayon? That's interesting. So this will engage them. For the explore phase, the teacher will put students into groups for discussion and investigations. Try to keep the same students in the same groups. Remember, you might have ELL students or SPED students. Try to place them in a group where they'll feel more comfortable talking to their peers, exchanging ideas, and so forth. If there's a specialized TA that can help you with these students, please use their help. The teacher will provide a regular crayon and a melted crayon. The students will get to observe, take pictures, and record in their journals what they're observing. The teacher will also play a video of melting crayons with the sun and another video with heating crayons with a pan. This way, the students will look the difference between heating crayons with the sun and with the pan, and absorb more and get more ideas. For the explain phase, the teacher will introduce vocabulary such as heat, reversible, irreversible, melting, and also play a video about melting crayons with the sun and how it melts and it's turned into a liquid and it's poured in a mold, and after it's cooling off, what do we have now? And the students will get to observe and take notes in their journal. And also the teacher will play a link, and students can look of how can we use reversible materials and they can be reused or they can be recycled. For the elaborate phase, the students will now discover of reversible and irreversible changes. They can also share what they learned with the whole class or in their groups. And teachers, this is a good time to ask students if they have any questions, because you can help them on one-on-one. Maybe they're shy, they don't want to talk, but try to ask them questions, or try to answer their questions they might have, because they might need help, such as tutoring, extra readings, one-on-one teaching, peer help. Sometimes students feel more comfortable with the help of a peer. Also, there'll be a Nearpod link for students to answer questions, an answer poll. There'll also be a quiz about heat, reversible, irreversible, and so on. For the evaluate phase, teachers, before assessing the students, give them a review and answer any questions they might have. Some students wait till the end and start asking questions. So, students, by this phase, the students should know the terms heat, reversible, irreversible, and melting. They will also write and draw what they learned and compare to what they knew before in their journals. And the teachers will use this as a formative assessment, and it can be graded by a rubric based on what the students answers, and go from there. Oh, and you can also ask the same question. Now that they know, you can go back and ask them the same question you asked them during the engage phase, and see what they answer and see what they can compare. And they can also compare what they learned. For accommodations for ELL and SPED, this is very important to follow modifications for these students. Double check if the students has an IEP. Maybe read them out loud. They might need translation. They might need a TA. Just try to help these students a little more. And thank you.